The last Colossus may contain explicit content. Check the episode show notes for content warnings.
3 days on the open sea offered plenty to do, from drunken handstands to taming cats, and an abundance of gambling.
But the real fun started on day 4, when the Runespeaker finally emerged from the lower decks and our heroes got to question the other passengers.
Like Bowen, for example.
Boo!
Yes, not the friendliest of the crew, but helpful nonetheless. The injured man revealed that he and his brother were accompanying the Runespeaker when they were ambushed by mercenaries.
And his story was backed up by both his brother Din and the Runespeaker herself. But what's troubling is there may be a mole in the network.
Our 3 heroes are very clever, and question the others on board, discovering that King Ironbeard isn't a fan of these Runespeakers, and may just be playing nice for politics.
Before long, the crew was joined by a Triton, who ruled over the sacred nation of Leviathan's Cove.
So dreamy.
Aegin thought so too.
The Triton, Fondo, granted safe passage through Leviathan's Cove, but warned that the Leviathan itself, protector of the nation, had gone missing.
Before they had time to discuss anything more, a giant crab, bearing the mark of the Golden Dusk, attacked the ship.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The Last Colossus, an actual play Dungeons & Dragons series about a group of heroes who must take on a harrowing quest to prevent the rise of a primordial evil that threatens to plunge the world into another war. My name is Matthew, and I am the Dungeon Master. Today I have possibly my shortest fun fact of all time, Chapter 3, Ocean Man. The audio was edited across 2 different states in the United States, and Chapter 4, which you're about to listen to, was written across 2 different states while I was on vacation. So it's our first trans-state session. Woo!
Woo! Hey everyone, I'm Jordan. I play Aegin in this wonderful podcast that we all are on. And my fun fact of the day is that Aegin has a tiny little strap attached to her arrow quiver that holds her tiny glasses. And she also has anywhere between 6 to 8 backup pairs of tiny glasses in her backpack.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Hey everybody, I'm Nathan, and I play Kalgorath Stone Shield. My fun fact is Kalgorath likes birds. And
Yes!
Nathan maybe doesn't like birds as much anymore.
Fuck birds.
Fuck birds, man. I got a bird stuck in my house somehow. He somehow managed to get into my attic and then fall through a slot in my attic into the wall. And my brother and I were running around our house trying to figure out how to get in it. I got up into the attic that was like 120 degrees when it was 100 degrees outside. I don't think I've ever sweat that much in my fucking life. Holy God. My brother handed me a flashlight and I was literally playing hot potato with it. It was that hot. It was bad.
Addicts
It
are
was
no joke. I hate it.
Damn.
And then your boy was a genius. My brother and I, we cut a hole in the wall. And then we were like, how do we get the bird out? I played bird noises, bro.
No way.
That's so funny.
Dead ass.
It worked?
100%.
That's
He came
crazy.
right out. He came right
Oh my
out.
God.
I played sparrow noises on my phone, and he started calling back and hopped right out.
Oh my
He called
god.
back. Oh, that's awesome.
was awesome.
You literally
man.
That's
like
a
cartoon
genius.
tricked this bird.
We got him out of the hole. Like
That's
I saved his
awesome.
life.
You
Did you
saved
set
this
him
bird's
free?
life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He I think he was a young bird. Like he didn't know how to fly very well because we got him trapped and we took him outside out into the backyard and he kind of just sat where we put him for a few seconds and then flew right into my shed. Like face first into my shed.
Oh,
And hit the
guy.
floor. And then got up and flew away. So yeah. That was my weekend. And my fun fact.
I love that. Thank you for taking us on that journey with you.
Wow.
Of course, you're welcome.
Hey everyone, I'm Noah. Oh wait, Noah's not my name. You can call me Drauger. Fed
Yeah.
Emi, successfully tame. I hardly even know her.
Go ahead and bow. Go ahead and bow really quick. That was good. That was
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
Take the bow.
I wrote that today.
Good.
But my fun fact is that Drauger has set up sort of like he stuffed some blankets down into his armor so that Emi has like a little place to lay.
Aww.
For hopefully keeping her when they travel. And Emi is a ragamuffin cat.
No.
When we get into fights, Emi like scutters out through his neck and then scampers away.
If this cat doesn't have plot armor, I will riot.
Me too.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Matthew's gonna kill
I'm
Matthew,
gonna add
if you
some-
do anything to
All
this
right, let me
cat,
get
I'm
a
walked.
cat stat block up for the session. Okay.
Whoa!
2 AC, 1 HP.
2
All right.
health.
2 health.
And this is Chapter 4, Sea of Thieves.
The red and blue shelled giant crab claws its way further up the side of the ship, each of its claws piercing into the wooden hull, beginning to splinter it. The Vendari network members and Thondo have rushed to the side of the ship with their weapons raised, ready to take down this threat. As you prepare yourselves for the battle, Drauger, you've noticed the crab has a copper band on its right claw, with the insignia of the Golden Dusk, the mercenary and thief guild. This geyser of salt water erupts from the mouth of the crab, sending your allies flying across the deck. Off the starboard side, you can see the border edge of Kanar now coming into view, looming in the distance. But your attention refocuses on the crab as it raises its claws, preparing to strike once more. Everybody roll me initiative.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is a kind of half puzzle, kind of half combat sort of thing. So we have a couple different win and lose conditions for you guys. The giant crab is attacking the ship right now, and the ship has HP, and it also has a couple of defenses. So the first one is the cannoneer. If he is killed or the cannon is destroyed, there is not a defense to actively shoot against the crab. There's also somebody who is steering, and there's somebody who is at the sails. And if either of them are killed, you guys are going to be kind of stuck dead in the water, just kind of floating. The ship can also be destroyed. It has 3 different states: full HP, half HP, and a quarter HP. At half HP, it becomes slowed. At a quarter, it becomes adrift and basically just splinters and broken. So you'll have to kind of figure out how you want to go about defending the ship, attacking the crab, doing whatever you want to do in order to kind of hit the win state of healthy enough boat and healthy enough crew members on the ship to keep up their positions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
What did everybody get for initiative?
I got a 10.
I got a 17.
I got a 12.
All right, so the initiative is going to be the giant crab, then Thondo, then Cal, Aegin, Drauger, and then our NPCs Gora, Jacob, Bo, and Den. The giant crab has now clawed its way up to the main deck of the ship, and it's raised its claws. It starts to pinch them in the air and is about to slam them down on Din, Bowen, and Thondo. Okay, it hits all 3 of them.
Shit.
Rip.
Oh.
This is one attack that's hitting all 3 of them.
It's got an AoE slam attack, yeah.
Come on,
Okay,
AoE
So
slam.
cool. That's so cool.
As these 2 giant claws slam down, they can't quite make it out in time, and they each take 10 bludgeoning damage as these giant, meaty,
Holy shit.
blood-soaked claws
Claw.
slam them down.
How are they looking? Does 10 damage feel like a lot for them?
They're looking okay.
We're on Death's
Thondo
Death's
looks
driveway.
the healthiest out of the 3 of them, but Bowen and Dan, that was ouchy for them. And you also see as it slams its claws down onto them, it splinters the wood a little bit, and it's just going to take a small amount of damage just in the huge bash attack. So the boat takes 6 damage.
Honestly, if Bowen gets killed, yeah, whatever.
I was
But-
really about to be like, oh man, it sucks that
Yeah,
Thondo and
I
Ding got
mean-
hit.
But Din and
I
Thondo,
knew you were going to say that.
God, it sucks so bad. I
Okay,
feel
it
bad
wasn't
for
in the
them.
last episode, but I'm going to say it because I think it's so funny. I think as we were wrapping up, or right after we stopped recording, Noah goes, I really hope that Din dies, so that way Bowen feels really guilty.
I forgot about that.
And I thought that was really funny. Thondo, as he kind of regains his step, he gets his golden trident in his hand and he prepares to throw it, but then he kind of looks around and goes more into a melee position, and you see the water that was splashed from this geyser from the crab's mouth starts to vibrate a little bit on the deck, and he jumps, and these 2 propelling blasts of water water bend join his feet, and he's gonna jump on top of the crab and stab it with the trident.
Awesome.
Damn.
Oh yes.
He got an 18 to hit.
Oh,
So that hits this crab. So he he jumps, the water springs propel his step, and he flies in the air, and then just one-handed stabs the trident into it, and as it connects into the shell and the meat, it stops him, and he swings a 180 and uses both hands to dig it down a little more into the back of the crab. Does 11 piercing damage.
I am Thondo, ruler of Sloggyvik, and you are not welcome in our waters.
Yeah, you tell him.
As Cal sees Thondo do this, he's like, "Yes, brother! Kill the crab!" You see Cal lift his shield up above his head, and you see these tendrils of coral come out of the ocean and wrap around this crab, trying to restrain him. I'm using Channel Divinity Nature's Wrath.
Hell yeah.
As an action, you can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. The creature must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw, its choice, or be restrained. And it can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, freeing itself, and the vines disappear on a success. So it has to beat a strength or dexterity saving throw of 12.
It got a 6.
Yes, dude.
yeah.
Oh.
Chunks of coral start to rise, and they wrap around it and crush down on its back, so it can't skitter around the top of the ship right now.
So does this mean that attacks get advantage on it?
With it being restrained, its speed is 0. Any attack rolls have advantage. All of its attacks have disadvantage, and it has disadvantage on anything dexterity saving throw.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Good
Pretty
to
good.
know.
this is huge.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you move at all, or do you stay where you are?
Oh, he would have had to move up to 10 feet from him. So he'll move up next to the sail guy, and between.
Yeah,
Bone
so
and
he's
sail.
protecting the guy who's working the sail, so that'll be good.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna do a little skedaddle over by the steering person, if that's all right.
Yes, absolutely.
If I can make it all the way over there.
How much movement do you have?
Oh, great question.
Do you have 35?
Nope, I got 30.
You can stand, right in front of him.
All right, right there. I'm right there then.
So you're standing right in front of the steering wheel.
Yep, I'll just do a little skedaddle over there. And then I am going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on this here crab.
Nice.
For the people listening at home, Hunter's Mark is you choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. And I can also track it if it tries to go away. And I think it's a very similar thing as the last time Aegin cast a spell, where it doesn't really feel like she's casting a spell. It just seems like she's doing a little she has a little country song mantra that she sings. She's a little stomping of the feet moment. She's also going to whip out her longbow, and she's going to take a shot at the giant crab. And it's definitely going to miss because that's only a 9. Oh, wait, I have advantage. Hey guys, that was worse. That was a 5, so.
You let loose this arrow, and it dings off of its thick shell, and it slams it does a 90 degree, and it sticks into the wood of the ship instead.
Well, there goes that plan, and she's going to immediately put her bow away and pull out her sword and her dagger.
Drauger is got a little bit of setup first. He grabs the hilt of the blade, shadow forms around his hand, and he yells to Cal, "I think I will take a page out of your book, Cal," and rips the sword out, and it turns into a fucking warhammer.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
so awesome.
Yes. Cal's very proud.
He's gonna level it at the crab and say, "It's time to send you back to hell." And I'm gonna cast Hex on it, and I'm gonna Hex its strength.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, brother.
I get to do an extra d6 necrotic damage to it whenever I hit it with an attack, and it has disadvantage on any strength check. Can we use the cannons on the crab?
So the cannons take 3 actions. It's an action to load it, an action to aim it, and an action to shoot it.
Okay.
Then he has this short sword pulled out, and he is going to just run up and try to attack at one of its legs. You got a dirty 20 to hit.
Hell yeah. Kneecap
Let's
him.
go.
So he comes up and he slams this short sword into the bend of the knee. This crab meat goes flying, and he does 9 piercing damage into it.
Now that's how you eat crab legs.
Bowen, he like kind of shakes himself after getting hit, and seeing his little brother run up is going to basically just do the same thing. He pulls out his sword and he's going to go on the other side of the leg. And he got a 15 to hit, which hits. So he goes in at the other side and like chops in a little further and also sends crab meat and blood flying out. He's going to do 8 damage.
Aegin looks at the guy at the steering wheel, just kind of like right behind her, and goes, "Man, it was cooler when Dan did it."
Jaco, with his little gnome self, or little halfling self, is kind of like trying to figure out his best position, and he runs over by the cannoneer, and he is going to use his action to load a cannonball into the cannon. And for Gora, he's all the way in the back. How much movement does he have? He's got 30. He's going to start running up towards the crab.
Get in there.
He is going to make an attack with his greatsword. 13 to hit, which is not quite enough. So he goes into it, and his greatsword just kind of like dings off the side of the shell. It just kind of like scrapes off a little bit of like the barnacles and stuff that have gone onto it.
The beast's skin is thick. We must aim true.
Well, that's because it's not skin. This is a conversation for later.
We are back at the top of the list. It is going to be the huge crab. So it has disadvantage on its attacks. It is going to try and hit. It's going to roll and see which of these guys is going to hit. So there are a bunch of guys up on its legs right now, and a guy on his head. Ooh, it's going to go after Din.
No!
Why him?
Wrong brother!
It starts to reach down one of its claws towards Din. Still has disadvantage. 22 is the lowest I got, so it's going to hit. It does 8 damage to Din, and it claws onto him and starts to pick him up in its giant claw and raise him up in the air. And it raises it up with its right claw, which that's the one that you saw had the band on it.
I feel like we gotta cut that claw off. I just feel like we gotta make sure he has no arms.
Damn, so if it hits him, it just gets to pick him up?
Yeah, so its claw attack hits and immediately grapples.
Wow.
But the save DC is pretty low.
This thing is fucking...
Pretty strong.
I love it. I love
It's
it.
a crab boss.
Crab boss.
I mean, it does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things to fight, so fair enough.
Yeah. It's got quite a few guys to focus on. So as Din gets picked up, Thondo, he looks up, sees.
Did it fail its saving?
Make the crab roll
yes,
save.
yes, thank you. It's gonna do a strength with disadvantage. It got a 14.
It passes.
Damn.
Oh, it passes. Dang it.
Yeah.
I thought it was 16.
It's 12, dude.
Oh.
It's low. It's low.
As it lifts up its arm to bring Din up into the air, it moves enough that it starts to crack that coral that was encasing it, and it shatters, going all over the place. And it kind of like rears up a little bit, like it's like crab legs, like kind of like claw up in the air, like a horse like rearing back. And that's when Thondo looks up, takes the spear out of the back of this thing, and tries to stab it in the hand to release Din. He does not have advantage on it anymore, but that's okay. Thondo's a badass. He rolled 16 to hit, which is going to hit.
Woohoo!
Does 10 piercing damage. So it stabs into the claw, like basically right between where the brand is and where Din is. And it's going to have to make a strength saving throw. It failed. Thondo stabs into the claw. Din starts to fall. And with Thondo's free hand, he grabs Din and like places him next to him on top of the crab.
God, he's so cool.
Dude.
Aegin's once again gonna look at the guy steering the ship and damn, that man is sexy.
And this time, the guy at the wheel, he kind of gives you like a nod, like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, I've been on this expedition multiple times with these men, and I have to tell you, God's help me. Every time that Triton gets on this ship, I can't help myself."
Girl, I feel you. The fact that you've made it this long without doing something real dumb, you know, Lord be with you there. Stronger than me.
Kyle's a little pissed off that his channel divinity stopped working. So he's gonna run up to the other claw and smash the shit out of it. As he runs up, he's like, "Damn you, you damn crab! Drauger take you!" And he is gonna fucking probably miss. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not quite hit.
No!
You have any inspiration?
Rip.
No. You've been giving out inspiration.
He should have got inspiration for doing a handstand.
I agree, actually.
All right. This one time, I'll retroactively give you inspiration from doing the hand.
Yes! It was so cool.
Okay. It was a really cool. It was a really cool.
It was a cool
You were
handstand.
drunk too, and you did it while you were,
I did do it while I was drunk.
I gotta say, one time I did walk on my hands across a room at a party, and it was the coolest thing I think I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, I feel like
The
that gives
boy
you
just
aura.
fucking crit.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yo!
you were shaking your head and like,
Handstand
no, don't give me the advantage.
No. I don't want
No,
it.
take that
I'll take the
handstand
10.
crit.
I'll take the 10.
Fucking divine smite this thing.
Fuck yeah, I am. Yeah. So Cal goes up and full on pissed off goes up and slams his warhammer into this, the left claw of this crab. It's gonna. We're just rolling twice. Are we gonna double the damage that we roll, or are we going to just roll twice?
Roll twice.
So 10, and the modifier is just +3, so 13. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna divine smite his ass.
Yes.
So, that's what, 24 plus another 11. So, 36 damage.
Holy shit.
Okay.
When Caldor's running up to this thing, all of the coral from the channel divinity that he used, like, starts to vibrate on the deck of the ship and, like, boom, 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 magnetizes towards his warhammer, and he slams it into the claw of this crab.
I think Aegin once again is gonna look at this guy stealing his ship and just be like, damn, everybody on this ship.
Yes.
Equal opportunity sexy. Cal, as you slam this warhammer into its claw, you can see that you have almost completely dislodged this left claw from its arm. It's like hanging on. You see like chunks of like meat, and it's like bleeding all over the place, like mixing with the salt water, which is making it like a little sticky, like a little slippery around you.
When he finishes his swing, he looks up at Thondo and makes eye contact with Thondo like, are you impressed?
Give me an insight check.
Are you impressed? Bro, are you impressed?
You impressed?
14.
He's impressed.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Good job. Aegin's gonna be like, all right, fellas, I'm gonna get in on some of this action. And she is going to. Okay, so Thondo and Din are still like on the giant crab.
Correct.
Yeah?
They're on top of it, like on its back, like between its back and where its like head and eyes are.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do that then. I think I'm going to throw my dagger at it. I'm specifically aiming for that place on the arm where it was kind of already starting to detach.
Yes.
I would love to try
okay.
to sever that crab arm.
Okay, if you hit a certain AC, and you hit it, and you use your bonus action to retract to it, it will sever, like, it'll, like, pull it back towards you and, like, rip off the arm.
Awesome.
So, its
Okay.
AC is increased slightly to do that, that specific thing. If you
Okay.
hit the normal AC, you can still do damage to it.
I think I'm gonna hit. That's a 23.
Yeah,
God, I hope that
is
hits.
gonna hit.
I think.
He actually
No, I don't
uses
think that's gonna do
crabs
it.
and doents, and he doesn't take any damage.
Crabs and
Oh,
dirt.
that'd be crazy.
Is
So
this crab
that
doesn't fucking bust a move on us.
yeah.
he scurries like beneath the boat, comes out the other side.
So Aegin throws this dagger, and I like to throw a knife hard enough to sever a crab's arm. Is you gotta throw that shit so hard. And I just imagine she just like absolutely hucks this thing, and then just kind of like a streak of light follows the dagger as it gets thrown. And then it sinks into the arm, and then uses her bonus action, just kind of like clenches her fist, and it just like retracts through that light back into her hand. And that's actually going to be, if I can do math in my head, 12 damage.
Okay. As this dagger that you got from Mariana like comes back to you through the air, it completely bisects the claw from the rest of its arm. It starts squealing. It's like flapping its dislocated or its dismembered hand all over the place. It's like blood is just squirting all over, like raining down on top of Thondo and Din and Gora, Cal, and Bowen. And the hand, like the claws are like skitters to a halt next to your feet as the dagger comes back into your hand.
Ooh, I think we're gonna have a crab boil tonight, fellas.
Anyone with some jumbo? Some jambalaya?
Some gumbo.
He's gonna be the easiest crab meat I ever tried to eat tonight.
I lift my arms up and make the symbol of the arch. And once again, this like spectral bony hand like rises up from the ocean and like the coral cage clamps down onto the crab. I'm gonna cast Hexblade Curse.
Nice.
On it. And then for my action, it's missing a claw now.
It is.
I'm gonna stay back a little bit and Eldritch Blast this thing. I think I miss. 11.
11 does not quite hit it.
Then that's my turn.
Din, Bowen, Gora, and Jaco are all going to take their turns. Jaco is going to use his action to aim the cannon. And you see he like grabs it and starts to rotate it so it aims right at where the crab is. You hear it go as it like rotates around.
Nice.
Din is going to try and use his short sword to stab into it, but first he's gonna get down. So as he jumps down, he's gonna kind of like stab into it and then try to pull out the sword. And that's gonna hit. He got a 17. Does a solid 7 damage. So yeah, he jumps off the side of the crab, kind of uses the sword to like stop him midair, and then like safely come down the rest of the way, and then pull out the sword from its side. Bowen is also going to try and attack. He just barely misses. So he goes, but that mixture of like salt water and blood is on the ground makes him slip a little bit, and he just kind of like barely nicks the side of the crab's shell.
Aegin does snort.
Cal, give me an insight check.
Dirty 20.
As Din and Bowen are attacking this crab, you see Gora kind of like prepping himself to attack. And you see conflict in his face, in his eyes. And he starts to walk away from the crab and walks over to the cannoneer. And he pulls out his greatsword and attacks this cannoneer.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck this
What?
guy up.
I knew it.
Gora's the mole.
He got a nat 20.
No!
Yeah.
Of course, of course.
Way to show your hand. Like, truly, he does not know how to read a room. He's seeing us fuck this crab up so bad. He goes, actually, I'm going to reveal myself as the mole right now.
So as Gora walks over to the cannoneer and kind of like gets his greatsword ready, he just stabs it through the guy's back, pulls it out, and the cannoneer drops instantly dead to the ground.
Oh, shit.
Cal is stunned speechless, to be honest.
That's real.
He's like making like what the fuck eyes at Gora.
He kind of like pushes this dead body towards the edge of the ship and like hits, like thumps against the side of the cannon that Jacob was starting to swing, and it kind of like stops it mid-motion. And Jacob gives him this like horrified look.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Stop it. Stop it. It's not here for you. Stop it. I promise you, if you just back off, it'll let you live.
Like you let that guy live?
The crab is going to rev up this giant attack. You hear this like deep gurgling coming from within its chest, and it spews forth a giant geyser of water.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, you guys notice how we're standing in this nice, perfect little line?
Okay, counter argument. Din, Bowen, and the ship crew sail.
I did, Cal and I did also just sever its arm.
Yeah.
That's true. But we hate Bowen.
Well, we do hate Bowen, and like, but Din is a little bit more fucked up than Bowen right now.
Everybody give me a strength saving throw.
I'm not good at that.
Me neither, King.
Saving throw?
Get him.
-1.
I got a 16 on that.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Oh. Oh.
-1 is 19.
Oh. That's
Wow.
a 9. That's a
No,
9.
you're so strong. What happened?
I
You were
rolled
too caught off
bad.
guard. You were too distracted by Gora turning.
Cal definitely, like, with that initiative roll, he's definitely, like, he's too stunned to do anything about what's happening, but he's like mid-step to go like stop Gora from doing anything to Draco, and he's got his back turned to the crab.
Mm-hmm.
Cal, you take 14 bludgeoning damage, and you're pushed back 15 feet in a straight line. So
That's right up next to me.
yeah, right next to Aegin. Drauger and Aegin, you guys take 7 bludgeoning damage as this like geyser of salt water just like fires onto you.
I think as Cal like gets blown back into the wheel, I'm just like, hey, buddy.
That did not feel very good.
It doesn't feel great over here either. Dig your heels in next time.
And as this saltwater explosion mixes with the blood on the ground, this little triangle right here is going to become difficult terrain.
Okay.
Din and Bowen gets a opportunity attack against the crab. 10 and a 15. So the 15 hits. Bowen hits him for 6 damage.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
The crab, with Thondo still on its back, crawls
So cool.
backwards down the side of the ship and like goes underneath the hole.
I got it was Thondo, the one person who can breathe underwater.
And it crawls out and onto the other side with Thondo still on its back because he can breathe
That's
water.
cool.
And,
Hell yeah.
And he rolled a 19 for his dex saving throw to stay
Let's
on.
go!
Oh, I took 7 damage. I had to roll
Yes.
a concentration check.
Ooh,
Which
I
think is
also
only
need to
gonna
roll
be
a
10,
concentration.
right?
It's typically 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher. So 10.
Got a 13, so I'm good.
I got a 13. I didn't add anything to it though.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. The DC was a 10. So your guys' spells are still up in effect.
Woohoo!
So that is the crab's turn. It's Thondo. He is going to hop off the crab and is going to use the propulsion of him jumping backwards to throw the trident at the crab. It's a 19 to hit. It's going to hit. 8 piercing damage. And then for his bonus action, Aegin, he looks at you and he holds his hand out. And like with you, when the dagger retracted to it, like a gush of water from like around the crab and on the ground and stuff, like pushes the trident out of it and into his hand. He like catches it up in the air and slams the pommel on the ground.
Sick.
Hell yeah. Do you think it would be feasible for Cal to throw Gora at this crab?
Yeah, I think so. It would be an opposed strength check because he's a half orc, so he's, you know, pretty
He's
big
beefy.
too.
He's pretty beefy. He's gonna try it.
Okay.
So Cal gets up from being blasted into the wheel of the ship, and he's only got eyes for Gora. And he marches around the other side of this wheel and goes up to Gora, and he goes, "I may not know a lot because I am a Goliath, but we do not respect traitors where I come from." And he grabs him by the shoulders and attempts to throw him towards the other end of the ship, towards this crab.
Yeah. Get
Do an
his
opposed
ass.
strength check. Check, not saving throw.
Brother, I'm rolling like shit today.
Hey, it happens to the best.
It's a 14.
So you put your hands on his shoulders, and he takes both of his hands, pushes them off, and like grabs you by the shoulder.
Cal, listen to me. I'm telling you, let this happen. Let it hurt the ship and everything will be okay. Why can't you just listen?
You just killed the cannoneer!
He was fodder. Fodder for a greater purpose. You don't understand it.
No one is father on this ship except for you!
What? So we're gonna save everyone by killing someone? That seems to make sense.
Before Aegin, you do your attack, let me really quickly run down. So
Yeah.
the crab is looking pretty injured. And as it crawled beneath the ship, it did do some damage. It's not quite to half.
Okay.
But it is getting pretty close. You can kind of
Okay.
feel like the bottom of it is, you know, it almost feels like you're hitting a bunch of waves. It's kind of like shaky, but there's not a whole lot of like big waves right now. You can tell that the bottom of the ship got pretty damaged, and then it did a couple of hits on the main deck. So
Okay.
just throw in like the description
Yeah.
of what it looks like. So
Yeah,
it is your
yeah.
turn though.
Absolutely. I don't think I'm gonna do this turn, but just for my curiosity brain, if I were to cast Mending on like one of the holes in the ship, would that repair ship HP?
I would let it repair a little bit of the ship HP. Yeah.
Okay, I'll think about that. Yeah, I think Aegin's gonna throw her knife again at this crab. She's getting real pissed off, especially now that
She's going for the crab?
Thondo. Yeah, I can go for the crab. Just because Cal's over there with Gora, and the thing I want to do, I gotta have nobody can be on the guy. I'm gonna yeet this dagger at this bad boy again. Oh, that's a 22.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yippee!
That's huge.
And then I'm also going to bonus action cast Hail of Thorns.
Hell yeah.
So when you hit a creature as a bonus action on a ranged weapon attack, you can create a Hail of Thorns. And it adds an additional 1d10 piercing damage. 14 plus 5 is 19 damage.
Okay.
That's with my Hunter's Mark, as well as my psychic damage, as well as my Hail of Thorns.
So kind of describing, when you throw it, how does the psychic damage and the Hail of Thorns all kind of like happen?
Yeah. So it's once again a thing of like she throws this knife and it's the streak of light, and then I think once it hits into the crab, it kind of like the light kind of like shoots out into all of these spikes that then like pierce into the crab.
Hell yeah.
And maybe it pierces into the crab's like brain region. Do crabs have brains? I actually don't know the biology
so.
of a crab. Well, I know some sea creatures
yes.
just have like central nervous systems. I don't know if crabs are one of them though.
Let's get Caitlin on the horn.
Nice, come on.
Hey, are you busy right now? I was gonna ask you to have a little voice camera really quick. We have a crustacean question for the podcast. I was gonna put you on speaker and let you give us an answer. Do crabs have brains?
Yes, crabs have brains.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you. I love you.
Inquiring minds needed to know.
Yeah.
Yes, crabs have brains. We needed to know. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, they kind of like stab into its brain a little bit then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we know.
I
Yeah.
would have never known.
Called up the
like,
resident druid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seriously.
Literally.
Resident druid.
Yeah, I think as
She,
Aegin like throws this knife, she's like, I'm getting real sick of this motherfucker over here.
Do they dissipate or do they stay there?
I think they stay there. And I imagine that whenever they pop into existence, you hear the like twang of a banjo.
I'll add that in post. That'll be funny.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna take a swing on this thing.
Usually using that like ghostly, spectral, shadow great axe or warhammer.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna bonus action cast. Use my last level last spell to cast Branding Smite, and I'm going to just fully rear back and slam into just like right in the middle between its eyes. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Because it is hexed, I get a +2 to my damage rolls. So I do +5 damage, so it's gonna be a d10 plus 2d6 radiant plus another d6 necrotic from my hex. 10, 15, 20 damage.
Holy cow.
Go,
You
dude.
slam this thing right in the center of its head. You like kind of slam in some of those thorns that were on it, and it like flattens its legs out a little bit and tries not to like buckle under the weight of this giant spectral shadowy warhammer that you slammed into it. It looks so injured. It looks like it's crawling up to death's door.
And it starts glowing.
Oh, because it's branding smite.
Can't turn invisible. Yeah.
Thunder's gonna come up. He's gonna try to attack it again with you, Drauger. He just throws that trident, and it hits. So he throws it, and like basically the minute that you've like withdrawn this shadowy hammer, he throws the trident. It stabs into it, and then he uses his bonus action to recall it like a flood of water, like just wraps around it like a giant hand and puts it back in his hand. Din and Bowen, they look confused. They look conflicted about where they need to go. If they need to go up to the crab, or if they need to go to Gora and Jaco and Cal. So I'm gonna have them both roll and see where they go. Oh, they both rolled the same thing. Okay. They are going to go over towards the crab. They both have one attack on it. Both of them hit. So as they run up to it, they both like raise their swords at the same time and both stab into the claw that's remaining, the one with the band on it. And they do 7 damage.
It's Batman and Robin. doing
Yeah, seriously.
duo attacks over there.
Bro, they hit the God of War finale when you're fighting against Baldur, and you get the quick time events as Atreus and Kratos, and you're just spamming triangle and square to beat him up.
All right,
they
Bowen's
whip out
growing
the
on me.
Yeah,
Nah,
when he's with Din, he's okay.
This brotherly attacking act, it's pretty cool.
Din is Batman though, not Bowen. Fuck Bowen.
All right, so Jaco looks at Gora and then looks at Shukal. Gora, what are you doing? I don't. And he's like, he was in the midst of like about to fire the cannon at the huge crab, and now is kind of like looking between you, Cal, and Gora. I don't understand what. No, you're the mole?
Is it not clear that he is the mole? He just killed the cannoneer. Jiggle, we had to do something. And I'm imagining like the two of us are like locked in this like struggle of like trying to move one another.
Wrestling each other.
He is going to take the cannon and he's going to swing it 90 degrees as hard as he can to slam the like a battering ram basically into Gora.
Hell yeah.
That's so awesome.
My boy Jaco's got my back. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
He got a 9 to hit.
Well, good
So
it is
he
all.
like
He tried.
goes to do it and he slips on some of the blood and like lifts up the cannon so it like swings right over Gora's head and it like lands between Gora and Cal, like physically separating you guys.
We had to like dodge it to get out of the way.
Jaco, Cal, listen to me. I understand what this looks like. I understand you're upset, but just give me a chance. Stop fighting the crab. Let this happen. I won't hurt you, I promise.
Who do you work for, Gora?
Myself. I'm only doing this to help myself.
Cal spits on the floor at his feet.
He is going to ignore Jaco, ignore Cal, and he's going to try and lift the cannon off of its mount.
What?
Pretty
Damn!
tough DC, but we'll see what happens.
Pretty strong guy.
+3, so we got an 18. Yeah. So he goes and he like takes like the shooting end of it and just heaves it up. It splinters and cracks off from the ship itself, and he tosses it into the water.
No, I can't cast mending on it now.
Damn you, Gora!
Cal, listen, please. Just stop the fighting. Let the crab do its thing. It'll be on its way and we can talk about this, I promise.
The time for listening is over, Gora.
The crab is going to raise its claws and do another AoE attack to Din, Bowen, and Drauger. Drauger, it misses you. It got a 13. Hits Din, got a 19. Got a 13 to hit. Bowen, which is a miss. And as it slams into Din, it does 12 bludgeoning damage, and Din crumples beneath the claw. And as it raises it back up, he kind of like twitches a little bit. He's down to 0 HP.
They got Batman! No!
Thondo sees Din go down. He jumps over, runs, slides. He kind of like, his knees glide through the water that is there, and he starts to do like a magic spell over Din.
Cal's gonna try and throw Gora again. So this is a strength check again. With the +5, I got a 24.
Yeah, that beats his 10.
How far can Cal throw him?
Or you can throw from like right here and be a 10-foot throw.
Alright, let's do it. What do you want me to roll for that? Just an attack roll with Gora?
I'd say do your strength modifier to hit with it.
So just like a straight roll. Okay.
And then add your strength modifier to it.
Gora lifted this cannon up, threw it off the thing. Cal's livid that he just took this cannoneer out, and Cal's having a lot of problems comprehending that somebody that he just trusted is now betraying him. That's not Goliath stuff. That doesn't happen. Cal rushes up to him and grabs him by the midsection and just heaves him over like fireman carries him over his shoulder and runs over towards the crab and chucks him at the crab. So that's a 12 plus my strength modifier is a +3, so 15.
15 hits.
Fuck yes!
It's gonna be a D8 of bludgeoning damage. A D10 of bludgeoning damage, actually.
A D10 of bludgeoning damage, okay. 4 damage.
and Gora like slams into it. It kind of like pushes it back a little bit. It's kind of off balance. Gora falls to the ground and then just looks up at you and snarls.
Yeah, how's the ship looking?
The ship is approximately 1 HP from half health.
Slay. And how's this crab looking?
It is looking like it is on its last leg.
Let's see if we can't do something about that then. There's time to repair the ship after the crab is dead, you know?
As long as it has at least one above half HP, it might as well be full HP.
Alright? It might as well be full HP.
When we get to half, then we start running into problems.
I think she's getting also frustrated by the turn of events. She's getting impatient for this crab to be dead. And so she's gonna like fuck it. And she's also gonna get all in the crab's business. She's gonna take 2 attacks at this bad boy. One with the short sword and one with the dagger. That is a natural 20 for the short sword attack.
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Rolling crits today.
So that is 9 plus another 7 plus also 2d4 plus another 4. So 9, 7, 16 plus 4. That's 20 damage.
Tell me how you kill this crab with your short sword.
Yeah, so I think she just, gets really frustrated and she just kind of like runs in and slides in under the crab and just like gets it. It's like really utilitarian. There's nothing really super fancy about it. She just gets all up in its business and just absolutely stabs straight into this crab. I imagine like through the shell and everything.
Yeah, it like goes underneath its like stomach and it just like everything just like sprays out as you like go underneath it and out the other side.
She's using the wet deck to her advantage. And I think she just like hops up on the other side covered in crab guts and blood and is just like heaving breath, just like, God, I fucking hate crabs.
And the crab now falls onto its open stomach, splashing in its own guts and blood and meat. And its one good claw, or one still attached claw, like slams onto the ground as it lets out its last breath.
And I think she's just gonna look straight at Gora and just be like, you're dead.
Not if you want to live. You kill me, you're just as dead as I am.
See how much I care.
You want to be taken. You want to be killed. You want to be made a slave. Kill me. See what'll happen. I'm not fucking bluffing.
I'm a little too upset to deal with this man over here. Someone else want to take over before I stab him to death?
Stop speaking in the riddles, Gora. Tell us what you mean and why. Why did you kill the cannoneer? And Cal's getting into shit. Like, he is on top of him. Eye to eye, like, face to face.
You intimidating this man?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Roll me intimidation check.
Oh, and 18 plus 4, so a 22.
Damn.
Speak plainly.
He was collateral, which I understand. It's terrible for me to say, but the deal was all I needed to do was render the ship defenseless, render it immobile, and then I would get what I need back.
What is it that you need so badly that it's worth all this?
My son.
And you didn't think for 1 minute that, I'm on a boat with a bunch of strong, powerful people that just murdered a giant crab real good. Maybe I should ask them for help getting my son back instead of, I don't know, killing them?
You're a smart one, aren't you? You don't think I've done that before? You don't think I've tried to get people to go there and help me? I have. You think this is my first resort? No. I'm not that kind of person. That's not why I joined this. It's what I've resorted to. You come over here snarking at me. This is not my first option. This is my last.
Cal, hearing him say that, like, puts his hand on, like, his collarbone and just squeezes.
Ew!
You always have a choice, Gora.
And I've used up every single one of those goddamn choices. I am at the end of my rope. I need my son back.
Hey, Thondo, how's Din going over there?
He will live. I have placed him under a protective spell. He will begin regenerating soon. It will be painful, it will be slow, but he will be okay.
Alright, that's good. How's everybody else doing? We all surviving?
The blast that hit Cal definitely, like, he's definitely kind of hurt. He's bleeding a little bit.
I'm fine.
My Hexblade curse heals me when it died.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm basically a full.
I do not feel that I can stay right now, as much as it pains me to say, but 3 of my companions have died. My kingdom is without a protector. Both I and the Leviathan. I will return when I can. I'm sorry, I can't do more now.
Nah, you did a lot in that battle. That was some cool moves you were pulling. No, you should go mourn your fallen and take care of your people. Duty comes first, I understand.
Before you go, Cal grabs Gora by like the back of his hair and like shoves him towards Thondo. What do you want to do with the traitor?
Question him. If he must die, he must die.
Do you not want retribution for your people?
I do, but retribution will not bring justice. We need to understand why he did this and how we can prevent this further. My people cannot come back just because he is dead. Their families will not know peace just because he is dead. We need to make this right. Question him. Kill him if you must, but not until you determine what all he has to say. That is my word.
Damn, that was so eloquent. Much more eloquent than I was gonna say it.
I respect your judgment, Thondo, and I will do what you ask. And he just throws him back onto the deck, throws him prone.
Before I leave, I part you all with one more gift. Should you ever decide to come visit in Slongivik, which you are always welcome. And from a pouch, he pulls out these 3 objects and hands them to you. They look basically like a seashell, but they almost look like they're made of like a jellyfish, essentially. It's kind of like breathing. What this is like a breathing device that basically works as a scroll of water breathing.
Okay.
Sweet.
Drauger politely declines.
Ah yes, you don't need one to breathe.
Oh no, it's all right. It's always good to have an extra on hand in case something happens to another one. If you don't mind being generous.
No, I do not mind at all. I was trying to be generous. Forgot about this one special condition. No need for air.
Yes, I don't need to breathe underwater, so Aegin, you're more than welcome to take mine.
Yeah, just in case we ever want to bring a buddy along, you know?
And Thondo, safe travels.
Yes, same to you. I hope you all make it to your destination safely, and I see you someday in Slongivik. May the peace of the ocean follow you in your journey. And Utharfir bless you. You are always welcome in my kingdom, my friends. Farewell.
And peace be with you.
And he puts, like, his fist over his heart and does, like, a bow.
Awesome.
Yes.
And then he walks to the edge of the ship and, like, vaults over it and swan dives gracefully into the ocean.
He's so cool.
He is so sexy.
That's what I was saying. I'm so glad you agree.
Drauger is going to go over to Gora and kind of stand above him as menacingly as possible, look down at him and say,
Do you know what happens when you die?
Oh shit.
For some, they see the halls of justice with the gods, fighting alongside them for eternity. And I see the way you look at me. There's a fate I won't be seeing.
Drauger's gonna like put a gauntlet over his like face, and I want to try to like channel Ephirth to just show him a vision of like the absolute torture it is for a soul to not go to Vordrathus.
Dude.
Why don't you give me a religion check with advantage, because that's really cool.
I got a religion
Yes.
21.
Give yourself a piety point as well.
Hell yeah.
As you put your gauntlet on his head, your hand sort of takes on the visage of a giant skeletal hand, and these long skeleton fingers like clasp like a claw around Gora's face, and like this black mist starts to emit from your palm and like engulf him, and he starts to shake a little bit, and then you hear like these muffled screams of terror coming from within your gauntlet / skeletal hand, and then when the fingers retract, it's your hand again, and he looks like deathly pale.
There are worse things in this world. You will do what's right.
I think Aegin watches you give that vision to Gora and like the after effects it has on Gora, and gets really, really quiet.
What? What in all of Infernum are you? You are not a good man. I know I'm not either, but no good man can do what you just did to me. They are what you say you are. A monster.
A monster, you say? I am a monster?
This is going nowhere. Gora, what's the name of your son?
My son is Uvil. I had arranged to get him back. I've been trying for 3 years. I thought that the Vendare network would help me. And they tried. But there was never enough of us. And they took him. The Canarians took him. They kidnapped my son. I've done everything I can to appease them. They want nothing that I can offer. I took him. We were both doing initiation for the network. We were ambushed by them. They separated us. They tortured me for weeks, trying to get to know where our outposts were, the name of our leaders. I gave none of it up, and I became a slave with Bowen and Din. Every day I tried to find my son. We found him nowhere, and then we escaped. We ransacked every place we could find. He was nowhere in sight. So we vowed we'd come back. I've done everything that I thought I could to bring him back. And they approached me. They told me the ruler of Kanar, Londor, he would give me back my son if I give them the rune speaker. I agreed.
Well, I hate to say this to you, Gora, but you got what's called a shit bargain. There was no way you were coming out of that getting what you wanted. Do you even know if your son's alive?
No, but it was a risk I would take. I would die to bring him home safely, or to know he's no longer alive.
Yeah, well, it's not really your life that you're bargaining for, huh? But I understand. Here's what was probably going to happen is you were going to deliver the rune speaker to them, and then they were probably just going to find some other thing to keep sending you out on missions endlessly and endlessly, while you're holding on to the hope that you're going to see your son again, while they offer no guarantees and they give you nothing in return. So, I think what I'm willing to do, and I can't speak for everybody else, is to find out where your son is and get him back.
I do believe that we may be able to help. But you, Gora, must promise us that these traitorous actions of yours are over.
Shackle me. I don't deserve to be free after what I've done. Especially after your mercy. I'll tell you everything. I'll get us out of here safely, but I know what I've done. And I know none of it is right in the eyes of the gods.
See, that's the easy part about doing something bad, is giving up and letting other people punish you for it. The harder thing is getting back on your feet again and actually making it right.
What do you suppose? I walk free?
Yeah.
With the knowledge that next time there will not be a next time.
I understand. I was at the end of my rope. What I did was wrong. There's nothing I could ever do or ever say to make it right. But I thank you for showing me this mercy. I'm going to make sure we're safe. I'm going to make sure that this deal that we had planned never comes to fruition.
See that it does. She's just going to slap him on the shoulder and stand up and walk away.
Drauger's going to lean down and say,
"The hangmen always win."
Do not leave. It's going to take all of us to get away from them now. I need you to trust me this one time.
Cal will push himself off of him and sort of like grab him by the collar and wrench him up and bring him to his face.
If you ever betray us again, this mercy that I have shown you will never be seen again. Do you understand?
He looks at you like square in the eye.
If I ever betray you, may all 3 of your blades plunge me in the back at the same time, for I deserve no more mercy.
I am glad we have come to an understanding.
And he'll pat him on the shoulder and just shove him behind him.
There's a ship, a Gnarian ship, filled with dozens of goblins, hobgoblins, and trolls, coming for us. They're here to get the rune speaker, to take it to Kanar. That band on the crab, let me control it. Let them decide what to do with it. We need to remove the crab from the ship so they can't track us. We need to sail as quickly as possible to the shore of Osirith, so they dare not follow us. We need to hang no flag on our flag post. Nothing that indicates who we are. We need to get there as soon as we can. If we get there as fast as we can make it there by dawn. If we start quickly, we can have smooth sailing the rest of the evening.
All right, well, let's get to work. And I think Aegin is going to go start fixing the ship, casting mending where she can.
I apologize.
Just do better.
No. You don't understand. Sylva's gone.
Sylva's gone.
Where is Syl?
He's in the lower deck with the rune speaker. He saw me trying to sedate the rune speaker. He attacked me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Words mean a whole lot when you've killed someone.
I will deal with Sylv.
All right, Gora, get the fucking crab off the ship.
And he like nods his head and he starts to walk towards the crab.
When we all part ways, Drauger's gonna stop for just a minute. He'll go over to Aegin and say,
Aegin, a moment of your time.
Oh, yeah, hey, Drauger, what's up?
I wanted to apologize. I saw... well, I don't quite know what I saw come across your face when I showed Gora a vision. But I just wanted to say that I am no monster.
Yeah, no, I don't think... Oh, no, Drauger, that wasn't about you. That was... Is it really that bad for people that can't cross over? That don't make it to the archway? Is it that horrifying?
Now, I cannot speak to every god, but I have some connection to Earth, and the gods are selfish.
Yeah.
If you don't fight in their war, it is torture. Not of the body, but the soul. That is why you see me every chance that I get obliterating them, because it is a mercy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is the reason why it's so seemingly easy for the King of the Hells to corrupt one. Because what is better than torture? Anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that was not a satisfying answer.
No, you don't need to apologize to me for that. I wanted the truth, and I appreciate you sharing it with me. No, Drauger, I don't think you're a monster. I think what you do is incredible, and I think I have a lot of respect for you and all that. No, it was, there was someone that was close to me in my life that made some real stupid decisions and never really played by the gods' rules. And, well, I wasn't there when he died, and I don't know what happened to him. Story for another time, though, right?
Yes, you certainly don't have to divulge everything at this particular moment. But my condolences, and if somehow we are able to find him, then I would be more than happy to do what I can.
I really appreciate that. Truthfully, I don't really know what he would have wanted. But I know that we used to look at the archway together and dream, wonder what it was like, and research and all that fun stuff. But Yeah, no, I appreciate you checking in on me, and I appreciate your offer. I'll let you know.
Drauger a nod and then head below deck.
Aegin gets back to mending the ship.
Before Drauger goes down to go deal with Sylve, Cal will stop him.
Ah, Gal, you fought like a berserker. It was truly inspiring.
It was nothing. Are you okay, Drauger? Are you physically okay? How do you look?
Drauger looks like he lost 1 hit point, pretty much.
Great.
That's so awesome.
Cal, I am fine. I have the ability to sort of steal life essence from a creature at their time of death, and it renews me.
Good. Are you also okay in the mind? I know what Gora said to you is not true. You are no monster.
Well, my mind, it waxes and wanes, I'll say, but I do things to keep me from going over the edge. It is for some reason, a bit of a sore spot when I'm challenged in such a way, because physically, he's right. I am a monster.
You are definitely not.
But I never act in such a way. Some people jump to conclusions or, frankly, do not like me. And if they see me as a monster, then I will show them a monster.
I worried when Gora said those things to you that it may not. It may do things to you that make you think bad things about yourself, and I wish you not to feel that way. So, I'm glad that you do not see yourself as a monster. You can be monstrously strong and very powerful, but you are no monster.
You have such a way with words, Cal.
Drauger is gonna ask you.
And of you, Cal, how do you feel?
I'm okay. Gora betraying us and betraying the Verndari network really did not. Goliaths do not normally do that to one another. We help each other with everything. So to betray another Goliath is to betray yourself, is about the worst thing that you can do to another person. So for him to do that to us and to you two is it makes me very, very angry. But I am okay. It will be alright. Did you see Tondo? My god.
Oh, why, yes, I did.
Are y'all
He's
talking
very
about Fondo over there? Hold on.
We are.
He's very, very strong.
He's
Stronger than
very,
me.
very strong.
Honestly, I think he was cooler than we were.
He was much cooler than we were. Oh, he was so much cooler than us.
He was pretty badass. The fact that he rolled his deck save and was still on the crab when it went around the ship was
pretty
fucking
cool.
badass.
I was only gonna let it
God, it
happen
was
if he
so
got an
cool.
18, 19, or
Immediately
20,
jumps
so.
on top of the crab. I mean, like, that guy's cool.
Tone it down, Matthew. You gotta let us have all the spotlight.
No, he deserves to be super cool. Yeah, so we spent some time talking about how sexy and cool
Oh, yeah.
Fondo is, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
get back to work.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, you're repairing the ship. Drauger, you're about to go down. Cal, are you taking down the flag? What are you doing?
Yeah, he'll take some of the banners down. So there's not any like markings of the Verndar network or whatever the ship had on it. And he'll kind of like organize with Jaco and Din and Bowen like to get their shit together because Gora they're now down a member.
You gotta do some fucking city Thraldor creation magic to, like, help rebuild the ship or something.
Would you allow that, Matthew? I mean, it's a boat.
Do you still have another channel divinity?
No, I only have one.
I was gonna say that you could like summon the coral to like rebuild the ship, which would be really cool. I would totally. I mean, you're like a stoneworker. I'd be like, I think.
Does it come back
like
with a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest. It comes
I mean, that's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, take a short rest and then do it. You guys probably talked about Thondo for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's okay.
There was a lot to talk about.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit short rest.
Short rest.
Hit a short rest.
Short rest.
Give me back some of my health. Yeah, so Cal, we'll start organizing with Jaco and Dan and Bowen, sort of taking down some of the banners. He'll just make sure they're all good because Gora just betrayed them all. And then you see Cal puts his shield down and kind of does like he gets on his knees and sits behind his shield and just clasps his hands like, I don't know how it would, kind of temples his hands, but one's a fist. And he says a little prayer to Thraldor to, use the coral and whatever stonework and stuff, civilization kind of stuff that he can do to help repair the ship in some way. Almighty Drauger, I call upon you in a place that is far from your reach. I call upon the coral in the stone of the ocean to repair this boat. Please lend us your aid. And then,
why don't you roll me a religion check with advantage? That was really good.
Thank you.
And give yourself a piety point.
Okay, so the first one was a 14 plus 1, so a 15. It's the religion roll.
As you finish your prayer and you open your eyes and you look up, you see this coral from the water and stone like lift its way up and kind of like almost like stop motion animation, like the rocks and the coral kind of like move up the side and like assemble to help rebuild the ship. And as you are like looking at this, you feel your shield grow really warm, not like hot, like it hurts to touch, like very comfortingly warm. And the symbols on the back of it start to glow a little bit, and they're like starting to pulse a little bit. And you hear,
My boy, where the stone is, so am I. You are not alone wherever your stone shield may be. I, Thraldor, command it in your name. I am proud of you. You have done well. Remember, you are never alone where stone may be, and where the names of your family are engraved.
That's so fucking cool.
That's fucking awesome, bro. He just, like, bows his head towards the shield and... Thank you, Thraldor.
You honor me.
You honor me, Thraldor.
And you see that, like, obviously, like, as your stone gets hit and stuff, it kind of gets, like, chipped a little bit, and it's not, a perfect, rectangle or whatever. Part of where one of the chips were, some of the loose stone and pebble and gravel that have kind of, like, accumulated in the chip start to, like, fall out and wrap around your left and your right wrists and make, like, these, like, bracelets of, like, stone pebbles that are just kind of, like, ever encircling your wrists.
Like rotating?
Yeah, like for like
Whoa.
They're not like
That
on a
is so
string, they just
sick.
like rotate like 24/7.
That's fucking
That is
sick, bro.
so
That's
sick.
cool.
He's literally got moving jewelry on. I'm so
That's
jealous.
cool. That's so cool.
Can some like coral kind of fuse with his shield?
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Where like those chips and breaks are, Thraldor repairs your shield and puts like chunks of coral and like sea stone in the breaks.
Dude, that's badass, man.
That is so sick.
So Drauger, you go below deck to go to Sylph. So as you go down the stairs into the lower decks, you see that some of the wood on the ground and one of like the posts has some like scorch marks on it. And behind this post is like a kind of a crappy bed with the rune speaker on it sleeping. And on the ground next to her is Sylve, who is dead.
And she's just sleeping next to him?
She is sleeping. And you remember that Gora said that he gave her a sedative.
Oh, okay. I want to try to, like, wake her up.
So you go over and you kind of, like, shake your shoulders a little bit, and it takes her a second, but finally she kind of, like, stirs, and she still has the mask on, but you hear, like, this, like, quick inhale of air, and she, like, grabs your shoulders and looks around.
No, I tried to stop him from... No. Is he away?
Runespeaker, the ship has been attacked. We were successful.
Gora?
Gora is alive. We know of his betrayal.
I tried to stop him. I promise I tried. I tried to get him to stop, and he got the needle in me.
Do not worry. Runespeaker, it is okay.
Drauger will, like, kind of, like, turn his head to look at Sylve.
I am here to prepare Sylve and do what must be done with his soul. I felt it important to wake you and make you aware of what has happened.
Thank you. I apologize for my curtness earlier. Thank you for waking me.
She, like, holds out her right hand with the palm up.
Can you keep a secret, Drauger?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Place your hand onto mine.
I'll do so.
You feel, like, in your gauntlet, this heat in the center of your palm in sort of like a circle, and then she releases her hand, and there's, like, a bit of smoke that's kind of, like, coming from your gauntlet.
You are branded to keep this promise. Failure to do so will not end well for you. I am not sick, and I know what is wrong with me, and you caught it earlier. You know that I worry about my power. Not that I'm not trained well enough, but I'm worried that it's waning. I have committed a sin in the eyes of the Tower of Mages. I am with child. It draws my energy. I have not the strength to be both the powerful mage I'm supposed to be and grow a child within me. And I have chosen. I will not give up this child. But I will also not give up this position I have. I'm not weak, I promise. I know you've all thought it. I know you've all questioned me. I need you to get me to Ironbeard safely. It's not just my life now. There's a life of another. And all of those in Osirith that I am trying to protect.
Drauger kind of, like, takes a extremely motionless, silent second.
Runespeaker, you are not weak. I may have sensed doubt, but not once have I thought you to be weak. Your secret is safe, and you have my word. We will get you to Ironbeard safely.
These tears start to well up, because you can, like, see her eyes in the mask, and you see these tears start to well up in them. And she springs forward and, like, grabs you in a hug and starts to cry.
I thought I was gonna have to keep it a secret forever. It's been weighing on me so hard, and I'm so happy that I can finally tell somebody. I know I made a mistake, but it was one made out of love and not lust, I assure you. I know I have broken their rules. I know I put us all in jeopardy now.
Aegin falls down the stairs. Hey, what you... Oh, shit! Ah, hell. God, there's so much water everywhere. Sorry, guys. Came to... Oh, God, am I interrupting something? Just came down to check the repairs down here.
The ship is fine here. Drauger was just about to give the last rites to Sylve.
Yeah, last rites.
And I went to go speak to Gora.
Aegin, if you would give us a moment.
Oh, so sorry. My bad. I'll just, Yep, I'm going back up. She climbs back up the ladder.
Drauger will kind of, like, you know, push her away.
I am bound to keep your secret, and if you will, I would like to look upon you without the mask.
Your palm, where she put the brand, glows and grows very hot. And you can kind of see, like, in her eyes, she's working this through.
You tell no one that you've seen me maskless. You tell no one of the child, or it won't just be your gaudy Firth that you need to worry about. Are we understood?
It is understood.
She removes the mask, and It is just like the most strikingly beautiful high elf you've ever seen. She has like just glimmering emerald eyes, this black hair. Like obviously she has a mask on, usually, you don't put any sort of makeup on. She has nothing on, and you can tell that she's just like flawless beauty. As Aegin assumed, she is a baddie.
I can sniff him out. It's like a third sense.
She just knows.
Just know. Runespeaker. I just know. It's like a third eye.
Spidey senses.
Drauger sees her with her mask off and takes nothing but a second and then turns and starts working on preparing Sylve.
And she walks away and kind of gives like a glance over her shoulder as she like walks up the stairs to the main deck.
As she comes up, Aegin's just gonna be like, "Oh, y'all, all right, thanks." And she's just gonna like shimmy down the stairs and get working in the bowels of the ship, fix the repairs that were on the bottom from where the crab climbed below.
Yeah, so you go deep into the ship to start doing some repairs, doing some mending, and Drauger, you're going to do the last rites for Sylve. How would you like to do those?
I know that back in ye olden times, they would wrap bodies up in like a blanket with heavy like stones, and everybody gathers around. Usually they like say a prayer and then dump them into the sea. And I think Drauger is going to do something similar, but before any of that like ritual is done, really like that is going to be for everyone else. But in this room at this moment, Drauger is just going to take a moment.
I saw a warning, and I wish you had heeded it. And I will show you this mercy.
And he'll do his like archway kind of hand motion and open the door to just completely obliterate him.
And as you open the door, this spectral hand comes out and like grabs you on the shoulder, and everything around you in the deck of the ship just goes like pitch black, like inky blackness, and you feel like you're kind of like standing on water. Not like you're in the boat, but like you're like standing like knee
like I'm
high
ankle
in
deep.
water.
Yeah.
And the spectral hand turns into the full form of Ephirth, towering over you and Sylve's body in this endless black void with like water as the only thing that you can tell is tangible here.
Drauger, obliterate not his soul. I shall take it.
We are not near the gate. Is that possible?
I make an exception. Uthafil will lead me swiftly to the archway. This one we need for our army. His soul is not yours to cleanse, but you may show your friends that you have done so. Give them the illusion that you have smited his soul, while I take it to fight with us. This is my command, my Drauger.
As you wish.
And he like starts to walk away like into like the horizon of like blackness, like, using his staff to like go, and then he stops like halfway through where he's like kind of smaller on the horizon, and he turns to look over his shoulder, and you hear like echoing across the water,
"Do you fear me, boy?"
As all mortals fear death itself.
Drauger, do you fear me?
I am your tool, Ephirth. I feel nothing. I taste nothing. I hear. I smell nothing. I do what you bid. And I get my memories, and that is all. You have the power to end me, to keep my memories from me. So, yes, I fear you.
And he slams his staff into the ground and like sends these ripples across the water, and he like compresses the space to like where you guys were so far apart, and now in a blink of an eye you are right next to each other. He bends down in your ear. You can smell the stench of death and decay, and you can hear the smile in his voice, and he says,
"Good. Never forget that fear, boy."
And then you blink and you're back in the lower deck of the ship.
You hear Aegin banging around. She's trying to lift a really heavy beam. She's just like, oh, God damn, I gotta work on my leg strength. Oh, boy.
And Drauger is going to start wrapping Sylve up.
I'd love to have some time with Emi, if possible.
I'm like wrapping Sylve up after this like fucking tense moment, and you like pop your head in. You're like, "How's Emi doing?"
Hey, Drauger, you mind if I get a little scritches in with little Emi over there? Also, do you need help with anything? Can I help you with that? Is this a one man job or?
Drauger like continues working and doesn't turn around, and he just says,
I'm fine. Yes, you can spend some time with Emi.
And you see like the head pop out from like the back of his neck.
Oh yeah.
And slinks, he's like crouched down, so his back is like at an angle, and so Emi like slinks down his back and over to you.
Oh yeah. I'm spending time with Emi, but it's also just like we're in the same room together. I'm being a body in the room. It's an excuse to be around each other. We're parallel playing.
Yeah, there you go.
While we're like both together in the same room, Drauger's like fully, body focused on working, but you just hear him say like,
Aegin, I cannot tell you what the conversation I had with the Runekeeper was about. So, please do not ask me.
Oh yeah, no, of course, I know. That seemed like y'all were having a moment, and like, as nosy as I am, I also understand what business isn't mine. No, yeah, I appreciate you laying that boundary down. No, I won't ask you. Hey, I gotta earn a lady's trust for myself. It doesn't count if you give it to me for her. I gotta step up my charm game. Holy shit. Empty suit of armor's beating me out.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that.
Okay, so when I come down the stairs and then I have to leave the room. And it's not that?
Boy.
All right. I'll believe it when I...
You win.
Aegin, you're repairing the ship and hanging out with Emi, and Drauger, you're wrapping up Sylve's body for the ceremony. And Cal, while you're upstairs, Din has regained consciousness, and he and Bowen are kind of like sitting and talking quietly, and Jaco is kind of just like standing at the starboard part of the ship and looking out into the water, and he kind of like feels that you're nearby, and he says,
Cal, my boy, why don't you join me over here?
Okay. Yes, Jaco. What is up? As my friends say, what is up?
Yes.
What is up, Cal?
Is that something that halflings say?
Cal, I'm worried about my future here in the Vandari network now.
I do not understand. Why? Gora is not your fault.
No. I mean, I know that. Logically, that he's not my fault, but I am broken by this betrayal. Gora was one of my closest friends. Time and time again we told him we would get his son back. Time and time again we tried. I thought he would have talked to me before doing something like this. And now I don't know who I can trust and what I can do to make this right. I've let everybody down. Especially you. This is your first week in the network, and here we are with traitors and giant crabs and death. Not that the fight is not fun, but I never expected it to come from within our own ranks.
Do not take Gora's actions as your fault. In my culture, we are taught that you make your own decisions, and Gora made his. Yes, it is a betrayal of your trust and your friendship and to the organization, but this is not your fault. Gora made his choice, and I just hope that he can live with his choice. But do not take that upon yourself. Are you thinking that you are not worthy to be part of the network anymore? Or I do not understand.
I'm worried that maybe I'm not as sharp as I used to be. Not saying this from a close friend and all. I don't know, perhaps after we get the rune speaker to King Ironbeard, I just need a little hiatus, or some missions that are easier, or to stay in one place a little longer. Maybe I'm just getting too old for this kind of thing. I thought that I would do this until I was dead. But now, to come so close to death from the hand of a friend, I don't know what to do.
Do you... I do not mean to pry, but do you have any god that you pray to?
Freyther, the god of peace and hope. I've always looked to him for a better future. Not fighting because I enjoy the violence or because I like the killing, but because I hope that it brings about a better day.
Well, whenever I question myself, such as you are now, I call upon Drauger, and he guides me in a direction. And I hope that it is always the right direction. Gods have their own agendas, but it seems that Freyther has good intentions, and you have been nothing but loyal to the Verndari network and the rest of us here. I would not have been a part of this network or known anything about anyone if it was not for you. So, maybe commune with your god and see where it takes you. If you need a break, you need a break. That is what happens. That is life. But your experience has helped all of us.
Thank you, Cal. I appreciate that. And I know we did good by bringing you in. I promise you that we will accompany you to Ironbeard. What happens after then, I'm not sure yet, but you have my word that we will be there to bring the rune speaker to Ironbeard. I'm certain that regardless of whether we continue to journey together or not, you will be fine. You have a good head on your shoulders and a good rock on your side. I know you will do well, boy. I'm proud of you.
That means a lot, Jacob. Thank you.
I would like a little time alone if that's okay.
Of course. And Cal will go to Din and Bowen and make sure they're okay.
Yeah. Din is slowly recovering, and Bowen is kind of like just like really attached at the hip, making sure his baby brother's okay. But
based Bowen moment.
They don't say a whole lot to you, but give you like a nice smile, and Din tells you that he'll be okay, and that whatever Thondo did to help him, it's gonna work.
You both did a valiant job on the boat today. You should be proud of yourselves.
Same to you, Cal. You are brilliant in combat. Thank you. You saved our asses quite a few times out there.
It was nothing.
Aegin's gonna be eavesdropping and be like, "Don't be modest. You were awesome."
Well,
like calling from the distance, "Hey, don't be modest.
It is.
Take the compliment."
I do not know any different.
Hey, we'll work on that.
Okay, I trust you.
As you finish up talking to Din and Bowen, Drauger comes up the stairs holding the wrapped body of Sylve.
For the funeral proceedings, I don't necessarily know how that would go, but I think Aegin is going to do something that she hasn't done in a very long time, and she is going to pull out her tiny banjo, and she's going to sing a song.
Oh, lovely.
Like a sending off funeral song.
That's
Why don't you
awesome.
give me a performance check?
Yeah, I'd love to. It's been a while. It's only an 11.
Hey, that's not too bad. It's just some good. This, as far as you guys are concerned, that's some pretty above average music, literally.
It's
Above
respectful.
average. Yeah, it's
Cal-
respectful. You're not
Cal
trying to be,
thinks
you
it's
know,
great.
too over the top. Yeah.
Cal doesn't really
the
hear
best
music,
song Cal's
so
ever
that's
heard.
great.
Hey, there's time for everything, right?
Drauger takes him up and sets him down near like the edge of the boat. Whoever wants to gather around can gather around, pay their respects.
All of the Verndari Network members come up and say something.
Al will take like a loose piece off of his shield, like some part that's kind of. I know Thraldor kind of fixed it and fused parts together, but Cal would break a small piece off and place a piece on to him, probably sort of in the center of his chest.
And Drauger will kind of, he's wrapped him up with some like heavy stones or like just a cannonball, and is going to ceremoniously toss him into the sea.
And so you ceremoniously put the body of Sylv into the water and watch as it sort of drifts for a moment and then begins to sink below. And evening quickly approaches, and then night soon falls, and you guys, you have a very solemn game of Dead Man's Misfortune, and then you're like, well, this name might not be very appropriate for right now, so we may just call it a night.
People don't really feel up for the tangential unpoker tonight.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a road poker occasion. Call it
It's very
after.
esoteric,
Yeah.
non-Euclidean game.
Yeah.
So you guys all kind of go like your separate ways, and people are taking watches, and so eventually night does fully fall. And for those of you that end up going onto the main deck for watch, you see that the world is illuminated both above and below you. The stars and the moon shine above in this comforting glow of Mirkar's grace, while bioluminescent life in the water below glows in Uthafir's glory. You'll soon make it to the shore of Osirith, but exhaustion has touched your minds, and all of you find yourself drifting off to sleep at one point or another. Aegin, amidst a moment between sleeping and consciousness, you see this tall figure standing on the edge of the ship, just sort of looking out, but you recognize them instantly just from their silhouette, as they're wearing a large black bear skin cloak. And it's flowing in the breeze as if it's like giving the appearance that this bear is alive on this person's back. And you hear this voice that kind of like chills you, and he says,
Where have you wandered off to, little cub? Too far from the cave you ventured. My eyes not see where you are. Osimtha, blessed goddess of dream and sleep, grants me sight of you, but not of where you are. Curious.
and he turns and you see the face of a drow, an elf man from the Underdark. He has this very pale white skin, dark black hair that almost like blends in with his cloak, and these blue eyes that are so piercingly bright that they shine in the night, and he smiles at you.
Yeah, and something tells me I'd like to keep it that way.
You'll make mess of home and then you run away. You'll think that we will not find you. You've disowned your own name. You left a mess for us to clean up. Come home, little cub, before you snare yourself in your own trap.
I think I'm alright. I think I like it out here. It seemed like I wasn't the one that left a mess. Maybe it was the people that caused it in the first place.
You see, I remember very distinctly watching you leave your kin behind. Perhaps that is the mess that I speak of. What mess do you speak of?
I think I'd like to be done talking to you now.
Very well, little cub.
And he like walks over to you and is kind of like, you guys are probably the same height, but he seems to be almost towering over you. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and he smiles.
Tread carefully, little cub. It is not only hunters that haunt the woods which you now go in. Sleep well. It may be the last time you sleep for some time.
Oh, I shrug him off so hard.
Devilish little girl as always. Not to worry. We will find you. We will find you.
Good luck with that.
Until we meet soon, Cub. Enjoy your journey.
Hello?
Who are you?
Who is that?
I know. Well, I mean, I know, but like, I know.
Sleep is interrupted as a bell begins to ring on the upper deck. You hear the tired voice of Jaco say, "Lando, Osirith is in sight." And as you climb to the upper deck, you see, in the light of the new day sun, Osirith in all of its glory. Crystal blue water surrounds rich black sands. In the distance, you can see hundreds of wooden structures, homes and shops that surround a massive volcano. Even from this far away, you can see that built onto the side of the volcano is an enormous statue of King Ironbeard and a dragon fighting side by side. Osirith awaits, as do all of the unknown perils ahead. And this would be where the title card of the video game comes up that says The Last Colossus. You guys just completed the prologue.
Yeah.
Literally,
Holy
guys,
shit.
we just finished the prologue. We're out of the tutorial world.
Let's go! Now,
That is how you fucking set up a campaign.
Thank you everybody for joining us for Chapter 4, Sea of Thieves. My name is Matthew and I have been the Dungeon Master.
I'm Jordan, I've been Aegin.
I'm Nathan, and I've been in Kalgorath Stone Shield.
I'm Noah, and I've been Drauger.
And make sure to join us for the next episode where the campaign really starts, in Chapter 5, Hearts of Stone. No, that's absolutely fine. I was just curious if that was a thing, like, that people asked about it is.
So we're critting on the attack and the spell.
Your DM is essentially robbing you on damage. It's his table, but it's a shitty ruling. As per Itchy Tadpole 2605 on Reddit. I agree.
Well, you don't want to be that guy.
Okay.
You don't want.
I don't want to be that guy.
Because you know,
So-
I'm gonna be on Reddit later, ripping you to shreds.
R/RPG horror stories.
Literally.
You're gonna
I
make
was
an
fighting a
r/Tales
crab.
the other side and be like, my stupid ass DM.